Welcome to the Unstuck Podcast. I'm your host, Drew Koss, and today's topic is how can I do this content stuff for my church when I don't have anybody? This is one that I'm going to have fun with this one. I don't know why I feel like singing today, but I'm not going to sing. So I'm not sure who wrote this, if it was a pastor or a senior leader or whomever, but whoever is writing this could probably do it. But let's just think out the box. Okay, if you're on a budget and you don't have the ability to pay someone like an agency, a big agency or a small agency, what you're gonna need to do is you're going to need to seek out some volunteers. I'll give you a couple ways you can do this so that it makes sense and that you can go start it probably tomorrow. I would seek out some volunteers. And I would try to seek out at least 3 volunteers. One volunteer would be the person who is going to use their phone or a camera to shoot some footage of the pastor, short form, which means have the pastor do like 10 videos that are 1 minute long. 10 videos that are 1 minute long. And each video, is going to be a different topic. So each video would be a different topic. Why? Because now we want to talk about 10 things so we can spread it out. So have one person volunteer for the pastor to shoot 10 videos, 1 minute each. Now, to make it make sense so that the pastor is not wasting or giving out a lot of time, or this volunteer, have the pastor look over 10 questions that are frequently asked about the faith or about the church, his church or her church, beforehand. The reason for this is that you don't want them to get to the time where the person's going to be videoing them and then them dancing around the topic. You want it to be short, precise, and just straight to the point. So 10 videos, 1 minute long, have that first volunteer. Now ask that volunteer, can they donate an hour of their time once a month? Just an hour. Now within that hour, you can do this. That shoot is going to probably take max 30 minutes. If the pastor is on point and they're ready, 30 minutes max. So what's going to happen with that other half an hour? You're going to have that person do what we would call B-roll, which means have them shooting the pastor just writing down something for about 20 seconds. Have them shooting the pastor walking around the church for about 20 seconds. Have them shoot the pastor praying for about 20 seconds. Have them shoot the pastor or somebody in the church at that time, if they're okay with it, doing something for like 20 seconds each. This is called B-roll. This is what you could use. You can use in between videos, or you can use it as a video as a standalone. This will give you a ton of content per month. And you're just asking this person to volunteer for an hour a month. That's really it. The reason why we like that is because now if you got 10 videos where you can do a minute each, you got 10 videos, that can be 10 days. Now you have some of that B-roll. If this person gets 20 clips of 20 seconds, 30 seconds, that's 30 pieces of content you can use. And I can tell you what you can do with the B-roll if you use it as a standalone. If you're having the pastor do something for 20 seconds, say he's writing out something, what you can do is when you post it, you can ask a question to create engagement. So you have the video of the pastor writing something. The question could be, how long does it take to blah, blah, blah? And you get engagement. So that's about 30 pieces of content. This person has volunteered for an hour. Now you're going to have to do it, or somebody's going to have to do it, or you may have to pay this volunteer something to go ahead and post those things every day. Right? Something goes out every day. The cool part with this is that post is going to take them about a minute, or they can schedule it and they're done. So you got that volunteer. That's volunteer 1 for an hour. I would use the second volunteer, honestly, to do the scheduling, because you can ask them, can you schedule these out? We'll give them to you. Can you schedule these out? Something goes out every day. Make sure they go out every day. And if you're creative, you can create some graphics with it. But if not, if something's going out, most churches outside of like people like Transformation, Michael Todd's church, they're banging at social media because I believe they have a team doing it. So they're really, really good. Or like a Steve Furtick, a bigger church may have a team because they understand getting the message out is just as important as the people who are inside of the building. So I would have the second person be the person who schedules everything. And with that happening, I would write down, let's write down your system. On Monday, you schedule a video. On Tuesday, you schedule a B-roll. On Wednesday, you schedule a video, something like that. So that if this person leaves, you have a SOP, standing operating procedure, to hand that over to somebody else. Now the third person, is just as important. The third person is going to tape the pastor or whomever talking for an hour. This can be the sermon. This can be the pastor coming in. An hour, a month, right? With this being said, if the pastor could be talking to someone or interviewing someone, it'd be a lot better. But in case you don't have that ability, having the pastor talk for an hour a month would be amazing. Now, the pastor can do it on the same exact day that they are there to do those 10 1-minute videos. This way you're not wasting extra time. Pastor could just change their shirt or their outfit or whatever. Excuse me, guys, getting over a cold. And they can shoot it on the same day. Now, what the person's going to do is for that hour, they're going to stop the camera every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes, they're going to stop the camera so that they can have 4 videos of 15 minutes. And that, they're going to have a video a week. You can have that person do that and have that same person upload it to YouTube, the church's YouTube channel. Now you have a video a week going out 15 minutes a piece. And if you know most pastors, they're probably going to go longer than an hour. So you get some extra footage. With doing that, now you can have short clips for social media, say Instagram, LinkedIn, emails, Facebook, things like that. TikTok, if you're a church, I think churches should use TikTok. A lot of younger people on there. And then now you also have those larger clips, those 15-minute clips for YouTube. You could also throw the short clips on YouTube also. So you have a growing YouTube channel. You have your growing social media. How much time did that take? It took 3 volunteers. This way they're not burnt out. I do believe the church could get better at not overextending, wearing people out with making them do too much. You have 3 people volunteering for about an hour a month. Most people would say yes if you ask that, because it's not overextending them. You just want to make the plan really, really clear. Have a standing operating procedure so that if you hand this over to somebody else, then they can actually go ahead and execute that. And I would just keep it simple. And this works until you want to pay a team to do like graphics and stuff like that. The goal is to have something go out. The goal right now isn't to be as fancy and as pretty, but the goal is to have something go out. This way, you know that information is getting out to the audience, to the people who are watching, and to people who may have left. It's good stuff, and it's a simple plan. So let's recap it again. If you were gonna try to vamp up your church's social media and YouTube account, I'm gonna do this: 10 videos of a minute each. Have someone come in, clean their phone up, 10 videos of a minute each, and have them put that to the side, and then have them shoot at least 20-second videos. You don't have to be super anointed or anything to do that. The pastor can be doing different things. Number 2, I would go ahead and I would have now a person be the scheduler. This person can do this from home. They can schedule a post to go out each day and some words. Third, I would have somebody be the long form person. This is somebody who wants to sit there, put the camera on the person. If the pastor moves, you move with it. Please do not have the pastor moving and you're not catching up. This is the long form person. And now you're going to have, you rotate this every month. Within 4 months, you'll also have 3 months of backup footage to use just in case the volunteers can't come for a month. You have a lot of footage in your library. So take those tips, go use them, and go be great, church.